Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I am sitting in Delhi in my office, which is in Shahpur in South Delhi. And today the weather is nice. It is overcast and cloudy. So there is some escape from the heat that we had in Delhi for last few days. So today the episode is slightly different. I'm not doing a book review. I have bought some books in the last few days. I typically end up buying books almost every week. And this so let me just show you the books that I picked up, and I'll talk about those books. The first one is called The House of Jaipur. It is by a writer called John Zubrisky. Now John Zubrisky has written some more books apart from this, which is House of Jaipur. This came out I think in 2018. It is published by Juggernaut. So what happened was that I was at Midnight Bookstore in Arvindo, and I was browsing the books. This was about 10 days back, and I picked up some books which I wanted to buy. And then I saw this book, and I looked at it, and I knew about the book for quite a long time, but I had never thought about reading it. I do not know what happened. This book called out to me, and I picked it up. I bought it, and I started reading it on the metro ride. And from the very first page, this book completely grabbed me. So this book is a story of, as you can see, House of Jaipur, the Jaipur royal family. So it's the history of basically last 100 years, from 1911, when Maharaja Mansingh II, who is known as Jai Singh, was born. That was in 1911, and he was adopted, and he was formally anointed the king of Maharaja of Jaipur when he turned 18, which was sometime around 1928-29. Um, and on the cover you can see is Maharani Gayatri Devi. So obviously she is very well known. She in a way represents the princely class of India from the pre-independence times. She is one of the probably the most well-known royal in India. She passed away about 14 years back. She was around 80 at that time. So this book is, first of all, it's a very well-researched book. It's a very interesting human story. It also, I think, is a story of modern India from the other perspective. So mostly when we look at modern India, we are looking at it from a political or nationalist prism, which is the freedom struggle, Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru, even the alternatives, like, even if you are a fan of um, Veer Savarkar and that kind of thought. So you would be looking at last 100 years from the prism of political history of India. Now this is actually the other side, which is when India became independent. Large part of India, and one third of India's population, was under the rule of princely states, which were around 550 princely states in India. Some were very large, bigger than European nations. Some were really small and tiny. Anyway, I will not go into the detail. So this is a very human story, and what struck me was the fact that this story would seem incredible and very hard to believe, but this actually happened. So this book is very well researched. So whatever the author claims in the book, all the incidents that are portrayed, there is a reference to those incidents. They are documented. So yeah, I mean, interesting history of modern India through the prism of one royal family, and a whole lot of intrigues and shenanigans and behind the scenes stuff happening. Very interesting. It makes for a fun read. Also, it is detailed, and it has got some substance. So it is not just fluffy stuff about Maharajas and Maharanis. It is there is more depth to it, and there are a lot of interesting trivia which I won't spoil it. You should read the book and find out. So that's one book. I'll do a detailed review sometime soon. This book I picked up because I saw one review on the print, and I ordered it online. So this is about one case which is called Nagarwala case, which happened in 1971. It was a very curious and intriguing case, and somehow it evoked a lot of gossip and a lot of coverage at that time, which is back in the 70s. So the incident happened in May 1971, and the reverberations were felt throughout the 70s. So put it simply, one person, a bank, State Bank of India employee working in the Connaught Place branch, a cashier, a fairly senior employee called Ved Prakash Malhotra, he receives a call in the afternoon from a person claiming to be Mr. Haksar, P.N. Haksar, private secretary to the Prime Minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and he tells Mr. Malhotra that we need rupees 60 lakhs for a covert operation in Bangladesh, and we are asking you to do this for the country. You please give this money to a person which I am sending, and this is a code word. You go out, this person would be in a car, he will say this word to you, and you need to reply with this code word. Once this is established, you hand over 60 lakhs cash, and then you come to me and I'll give you a receipt. So Mr. Malhotra got very excited. He did the needful. A person came and took the money. Then Mr. Malhotra went to the Prime Minister's office. Back in the 70s, there was not much security. You can just walk in, and he spoke with some people, and then the shocking things emerged. So again, I won't spoil it. But this incident is so, it has got so much of popular imagination that one novel, Such a Long Journey by Rohinton Mistry, who is a writer, well-known writer, he wrote that book, and it's a very popular book. But this is a factual account by Prakash Patra and Rashid Kidwai. Rashid Kidwai has written books on the Congress in the past, and Prakash Patra. It's a very engaging read if you're interested in the 1970s India and this case. This case, by the way, is still raises some questions. So fairly straightforward, readable book which you can finish in 2 days. Probably better than watching a Netflix series. And yes, if you're interested in India of that time. Third book I'll talk about is something which I had no idea about till last week. I was at Midland and I was just looking at the books, and this book caught my eye. So this is a novel called Soft Animal by Meenakshi Reddy Madhavan. Now I saw this book, and the cover design is actually by a very well-known designer who works in Penguin, Gunjan Elawat. So I know him because I had attended his show in Delhi last year when his book was released. He wrote a book about the art of journaling. It's a lovely book which I will do a review sometime soon. So I vaguely know Meenakshi Reddy Madhavan because I remember on social media, like I think about 2-3 years back, I thought we had some common friends, and I liked the way she used to write on social media at that time on Twitter. She was one of those persons who is very candid, very honest, and very self-effacing. She does not promote herself much. So I had kind of liked it, and then I had forgotten, right? So this novel is called Soft Animal. So there are two reasons why I picked up the book. One is that it is actually a novel, which is about COVID, its impact on the life of people in Delhi. So this is a story of a couple which suddenly finds themselves locked in Delhi, and how things move and how things become difficult when husband and wife are cooped inside a room 24/7. Second thing which struck me was the fact that the blurbs compared it to Sally Rooney. That she is our very own Sally Rooney, and I like Sally Rooney. I like her style of writing and sense of plotting and characterization. So I just saw that, and then I looked at it. I thought I should buy it and try and read it. I read the first page, which I thought was interesting, so I bought it and I started reading it, and I'm halfway through it. And yes, this copy from Midland is autographed. So yeah, I'm quite happy to have this autographed copy. So I have read half of this novel. I must say, very witty, very interesting observations about everyday life of a Delhi couple. Very candid, very honest, very searing actually. Quite the opposite of a dreamy-eyed romantic novels that people are used to reading. I would recommend it. Again, it's better to pick up this book than to watch a series or watch a movie, because this will take you 2 days or 3 days to finish. And one more thing, if somebody is struggling to get over their um, slump in reading, this book can get you back on track because this is extremely readable, very engaging, and I'll be doing a review of this also sometime soon. I've got a lot more books. Maybe tomorrow again I'll post about other books that I've bought. But thank you for watching, and I'll share one more thing. My idea of doing these this channel, creating this channel, and doing these reviews and talks is to show my love for the books, show my love for reading, and yeah, I hope you found something useful. Please keep your comments coming. Thank you very much for watching. Today is Monday, start of the week, and when I do a book review, I feel very good about life. So, all the best, happy reading, take care.